a regular guy. Bob fell down to the bottom of the barrel, where everything will be just fine.
Okay, you guys have just heard the Bob
intro
theme song, intro song, which I've never heard yet. So Wes is gonna play it for me for the first time.
I love how you guys got to hear it before Chris did. So shout out to my buddy Eric Vanier for doing this bad boy. He's good at this kind of thing. Here we go.
All
right. Let's see. Slight delay. Okay, here we go. Let's see if you can hear this. Listen up, Chris.
Bob doesn't know how to fly.
Yeah, I do.
Cause Bob's just a regular guy.
No, I'm not.
Bob fell down to the bottom of the barrel, where everything will be just fine.
Hello, Bob.
At the end, he's like, "Shut up, Bob."
right, that's like 3 seconds too long.
Yeah. I think I'll probably cut it. I think I'll probably get the front, and then it'll die.
Be just fine.
Yeah, but I think at the very end on the outro, I'll leave it long.
Right.
So people can have the. I don't know.
Makes sense to me.
I like it. Eric Vanier, fucking yeah, Eric.
Yeah, shout out to Eric Vanier. Thank you, Mr. Vanier.
Love
that was
that.
actually pretty decent. More than I expected, actually.
Yeah, he's like, "What does Chris want?" I'm like, "I haven't even talked to Chris about this at all." So
it's not on my channel, so I don't care.
Yeah, that's fair. I just don't have any taste in music. I like what I like. I don't trust myself other than that. I really don't.
I bring the least amount of effort to this channel. I'll tell you that right now. If this podcast were on my channel, you better believe how energetic I would be.
Well, what the fuck, man? Spice it up a bit. Jesus Christ. I'm carrying the whole fucking load the whole time. I'm bringing back Fake West. I'm bringing back Fake West times 10, going all out. Dude, on iTunes.
I can't even bother to bring out Fake Chris right
No,
now.
we are 183rd top in the UK charts for comedy.
UK?
Yeah, we don't chart in US.
Do you know? That's probably because there's a UK comedian with the same name as me.
Oh, probably. No, he'd be way higher than that.
No.
Yeah, he spells his name correctly.
Yeah, no, we probably get all the people that spells his name wrong.
That's amazing. Oh, hey, Chris Ramsay fans. Welcome, what's up? Yeah, he's just wearing a beard today. Man.
And I've also got a different accent.
Yeah, that too. No one.
Because they can't see me. It's iTunes.
Oh, yeah. Right.
So they're like, they can't wait for the real Chris Ramsay to come on. For all of you listening in the UK, the comedian Chris Ramsay will be on towards the end of the show, so keep listening.
It's perfect.
There we go.
I'm in.
Solved it. Get that viewer retention.
Hell yeah. Oh, man, this is great. Well, I don't know why we're getting that, but if you put a little effort in, we'd probably do a lot better as a podcast. I mean, everyone here is trying their best, but you're the guy that's not pulling their weight. So we get all the comments. You never even look at the comments.
Everyone here as if you're like a team of people.
There's thousands of people that listen to this already. I'm just saying you're not doing your effort. We got it all.
Oh,
we're working.
Guy.
We're working.
Somehow the quality of my video and microphone is better than yours still.
Yeah. Well, I don't have I got nothing for that. Doesn't matter. by all means, contribute by sending me a fucking video. I know I told Eric that you'd send him $100, but I know it's gonna be me sending him $100 to make that song. So I'm just bleeding money on this podcast.
Hey, this is your channel, man. I'm all for it, but this is your channel. This is your baby.
I appreciate that, dude. You should see some of the thumbnails I got when I made that thumbnail for the podcast. And then I asked people on Instagram, I said, if you want to submit a thumbnail, please do. Oh, buddy.
Can I see some of them?
Yeah, right now. They are.
Oh. Okay, for those of you listening on iTunes, that's basically photoshopped. Okay, me and Wes, last year, 2 years ago, we pranked our buddy Eric and drew a giant disgusting mural, or had it painted by a graffiti artist, of both of us naked, disgusting and sweaty and fat, riding unicorns.
Yeah.
So this guy's photoshopped them out and stuck those two gentlemen in some barrels.
And not a great Photoshop job, mind you. Pretty rough.
Oh, love it.
And then
love it.
This was my other favorite, which is
what is happening?
So
what am I doing?
My head's I'm poking out of a barrel with my head. Chris, stolen from a video we did playing basketball together. It looks like he's jacking off a spray of cards into my face while I poke my head out of a barrel.
Oh, That's almost so accurate.
Many good efforts, and those were the best of the ones. So yeah, so far.
Brilliant. Thanks, guys.
gonna
Keep
keep-
them coming. Keep that Photoshop stuff coming. I really enjoy that, actually.
Please do. And we're gonna start screen sharing at some point, so we'll be able to see this a little better.
Yeah, next week. Definitely next week.
Oh, I've had so many drinks today. I feel good. I feel really good right
Oh,
now.
here comes Fake Wes. Here he comes. You see him? Fake Wes?
Welcome to Bob, everybody. Hey. All right. Okay.
I should get a drink.
You really should, man. What are you doing? Come on.
All right, wait for me. I'll be back.
Okay.
Keep talking. I can
Oh,
hear you.
buddy, I got it sorted. Don't worry. I just came back from the mountains. Okay, Chris was also, he was out in the bush at a lake enjoying sunsets and seeing stars, and I thought, I got to do that too. So I took off 2 days to Banff. Oh, buddy. Here's some pictures. I think I put those in there, unless I forget. But man, if you don't know where Banff is, look it up. I went there for 2 nights because I have friends that live there, so I can stay at their house for free. And, oh, man. If you haven't been outside in a while, find a place. Doesn't have to be fancy. Get outside. Try and just be outside. Get that light pollution as far away as possible, and look up
All
at some
right,
stars. You know?
are we done with Fake Wes already? Jesus, do you understand that I could hear you over there?
Buddy, I'm just telling how good it was. It was so good. Did you not enjoy the
You
lake?
guys really want to, if you guys really want to get out there and see the stars, it's a beautiful, beautiful time to be alive. I was up in those mountains with my partner, and we were just enjoying the sunsets, and the mountains were lovely.
Got to get
this
yourself a
time of
tent
year.
and a good place to lay down, and there you be.
It's absolutely gorgeous, guys. I highly encourage it. Please,
Call it a
social distancing,
night
wear a
picnic.
mask, but go outside. That's
Yeah.
all I was hearing, just the ramblings of someone trying to fill up the air with words.
Well, okay, so then real talk. Even saying real talk makes it more fake, doesn't it? So I was at my dad's, and we're renovating his place, and I had to fucking sleep with the cats. Okay, which is not a problem, but I get no sleep.
Is that an analogy?
No, it was 3 cats, and I just gotta sleep. They took over
Oh,
my childhood bedroom. I guess they just made a cat's room now, but we're renovating the other area, so I had to just sleep there. Like, you can't close the door because the cat's got to get in and out, and I was like, okay, well, fucking 0 sleep. Okay, no big deal, no big deal. I'm like, I can deal with cats. I can't. They're crunching on food. The litter box is right by my head. My bedroom's small. It sucks.
Dude, I love how they filled the void of you leaving the house and just replacing you with 3 cats.
Yeah.
And
Oh
then
yeah.
they're like, wait, 1? No, it's not quite. 2? No, 3. That's it. That's exactly what was missing here.
Oh yeah.
It's just three cats.
My dad says it
Was
smells
Wes
better
3
still,
cats?
so that's maybe better. Dude, no, okay, so I'm not sleeping at all in there because you got 3 cats, they're nocturnal, I'm not. And my stepmom comes home at night one night, and she gets home off at like 2 in the morning, and she starts playing music on her phone, I guess, but it's coming through the Bluetooth speaker, which is in that room, but she has no idea. So I wake up, and this music's just going. I have no idea. I'm so confused. And then she's obviously got no volume on her phone, so she's just turning it up, being like, oh, what's
Why
wrong?
isn't this working?
I'm just like, I can't figure it out. She pokes her head and she's like, Wes, are you playing music? I'm like, no, I don't know what's going on. And it's like, oh, it's me. And then it walks off like, fuck you. Oh, it was very stressful.
Could have been worse, man.
Oh, dude, the next.
And that was your stepmom?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Chris was like, noted. Noted.
I like where this is going. So your stepmom turns on porn by accident. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Too
my
far?
God. No. She listens to this though, so
All right, right on. Hi, stepmom.
I don't think she does. My dad does though, so he'll like that. Dude, and then we're banging on the wall, right? Working on the house, whatever you do. And
You
I
and your
get,
stepmom?
yeah, me and we're banging on. Fuck, that's pretty good. So I guess there's this huge poster above my bed that I didn't put there, but it was hung in by tacks. We're banging on the wall so much, I guess it knocked it down, but it fell right behind the bed. I didn't even notice. But it was held in by 4 tacks. So the next night, I found each of those tacks one by one as I was sleeping. So I got the cats, I got the music, and I got the tacks. Dude, 5 days straight, 0 sleep. But I came home, and I've slept now, so I'm feeling good. How you been, Chris? Now that we're here?
Fucking way better than you, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
No, I've been good. No, we went out fishing. It was supposed to be 2 days, ended up just being 1 night.
Couldn't handle
had
the
a
bugs.
blast, though.
Oh, the bugs got you. Oh, poor
Bugs were,
Chris.
yeah, bugs
Oh,
were
I
pretty
gotta go
brutal.
home.
It
Oh.
wasn't so much the bugs; it was the lack of fire.
Yeah.
Because it's so dry out right now. The camp that we had doesn't have air conditioning. It's just a camper, really, and so brutally hot in there. So the only thing left to do is to go outside. But there's so many bugs outside. So normally you just start a fire and you're fine.
Yeah.
And they weren't having it. So we had like one of those homeless fires in a barbecue. Like the people with like the barrels, but we had a barbecue version of it. We're just like, it didn't work out we ran out of propane. And
Dude, now I always wonder about this. Like, are you ever just the guy that like look left, look right, nobody's around, light your own fucking fire? Who cares? Like, why not?
Not there, just
Is
because
it too heaty?
I have some old people.
Okay.
Old people, dude. Here's the thing about old people, right?
Yeah.
Is they are absolutely afraid of everything.
You're right.
And they'll let you know, like they'll rat you out. Old people are the least loyal when it comes to any type of like breaking the rule. And they're two-faced motherfuckers, dude. They will they'll see you crossing the road, jaywalking or something, and they'll just like smile at you. They'll smile at you. Next thing you know, all your neighbors are all talking about it. That's really what goes down. They're like a little fucking mafia.
As soon as you hit 65, you just become a snitch automatically.
You become a snitch, a miserable person. It's true. Who's that? Who said? Was that? I think it was Louis C.K. No, it was Daniel Tosh.
Yeah.
He's talking about like how some old people just live with like the sheer face of terror all the time. They're like,
that sounds like
like old people just like. They just look like they're constantly fucking terrified, like something traumatic happened to them, which gave them that expression that they have to carry with them for the rest of their lives.
I think you're just watching a dude have a heart attack. I don't think that.
Some old people, they're really old. And they're just like constantly like fucking shook. You know?
Oh yeah. That's fair enough.
But fun story was we saw what we believe to be an unidentified flying object.
Oh yeah, you were going to talk about aliens today.
Well, I didn't mean to. It's because we didn't. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, have you watched the Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind?
Hell yeah, it's super good.
It's so good, right? So it talks about like contacting aliens through consciousness and meditation and whatnot. It's deeper than that. You got to give it a watch. I always say, just watch it. Fucking, if you don't believe it, who cares?
You're still gonna like it, even if you didn't believe it at all.
You're still gonna like it. It's still
great,
pretty entertaining. Yeah. So the notion is that they have this protocol that you can go out there and do this protocol, and then have a sort of contact with like intelligent life somehow, like with a light or whatever. Whether it's just a light, doing something. So I was like, what have I got to lose? Right? The only thing I've got to lose is my credibility, really. No, aside
yeah, no, that's
that,
no, seriously, that's at stake.
But there is nothing to lose. I'm out there.
Is this why you don't promote the podcast on your channel, because you're afraid of all the stuff people find out about you?
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
What's the reason then?
If that was the case, I wouldn't do this.
Oh, perfect. That's a good point.
So, anyways, we're out there, and so the whole week before I went out there, I just had this thought in my head, and I kept repeating it. Like, I want to see a flash of light. I want to see a flash of light. So I kept, repeating that in my head. And we get out there. It's nighttime. The sky is just so beautiful. It's so far removed from any light source. So you can see the Milky Way. It's crazy. And we get out to the lake, so this big clearing. And I look up, and there's just tons of stars. And now, obviously, we're seeing a bunch of satellites moving slowly back and, whatever, which is kind of cool. A couple shooting stars here and there. But literally a minute into this, we stayed there. We ended up staying there for 5 or 6 hours just watching, like laying on a blanket. There was no bugs. It was great. At night, no bugs.
Love that.
And then we got there. Within a minute, we spot the satellite. We just kind of, call them out. Like, oh, satellite over here. And we'd give the, direction. And then we're all looking at the satellite, and it's moving just slowly across the sky. It's pretty bright light. I would say probably one of the brightest stars in that area. But because it was moving, we knew it wasn't a star. It's probably a satellite. So it moves, and I'm thinking in my head, flash, right? I'm telling this to the boys, and it stops.
Fuck off.
I'm telling you right there, my heart, dude, I was so terrified. I legit, I got goosebumps and everything else, but my heart started pounding. My hand was shaking because it was so scary. And then it flashed once, went dim, and then flashed twice super bright, and then started dimming out, started moving again until it was gone. It was dimmed out. And we were losing our shit. Okay, so here's the thing. In retrospect,
yeah,
I know that to probably like the most easiest answer is probably it's like some type of satellite that caught a reflection because it had a solar panel out, and then just
but at the exact moment you look at it, dude.
Right, but still,
Right.
my mind goes to sheer logic and what's explainable, right? But in that moment, that is what was amazing to me, because that feeling that I had, like it was like this excitement mixed with terror, mixed with my whole world's crashing down right now because what does this mean? Yeah. And like that feeling, like that stuck with me, even though now looking back at it, kind of like seeing a magic trick, and you're like, when you see it, it defies reality.
Yeah.
It's like watching somebody right in front of you just vanish, just inexplicably vanish. That feeling you're left with is like
inexplicably
terror, just complete sheer terror. Like you don't know what to do, right? So that's kind of what I felt. So I took that with me. But like I said, you go back and you're thinking about, oh, that's kind of how that works. You know what I mean? Like your mind starts working and coming up with logical reasons, which I think it should. But in that moment, I really felt like someone who had seen a UFO. And to me, it was a UFO because I couldn't identify that as a satellite.
Well, I mean, that's all that means, really. But dude, that's like, I want that because I've never felt anything. People always talk about this shit. That's why I'm coming with you next time, because I don't care. I don't care. Yeah. I don't believe or not believe anything. I'm willing to just do everything. I want to know. Fuck it. Let's 100%. Go, right? Like, who cares?
Yeah. I mean, who cares if you do? Like, and that was the other realization that I had, is that like, I don't remember the last time I sat outside and looked at stars for more than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Let alone an hour, 5 hours like we did. I don't remember the last time that I've done that. So who's to say that shit doesn't just happen all the time? We just don't take the time to actually look up. Like, totally. You know what I mean?
Well, and what I was just thinking as you were talking there, I'm like, maybe it is because we are magicians that now we're like literally looking for extra wonder anywhere we can. Right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know, maybe, right? Because like nothing else amazes us. We're like, oh yeah, I know that, I understand that. Okay, so we're just like, what's next? And but you're right. Like just staring. If you just I can stare at the star for 5 hours too. But that's fuck. That's so good.
It's to find. You got to find a place. Ideally, a vantage point, a place where you're like on a hilltop and you got like a full 360. We had a pretty good view. It was the lake, and it was just such a clear night, no moon in sight. So all the factors were there. But I've been watching the shit out of Ancient Aliens recently, let me tell you. Have you watched that show?
I've never seen it.
It's a dumbed down version of conspiracies, which I know. But I love, dude, I eat that shit up just like watching like trashy like reality shows. Like,
is it on YouTube? Or where do you watch it?
It's on Prime.
Okay. I'll watch it on Prime. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's got like 4 seasons out there. It's so great. It's so entertaining, but I fall asleep to it at night. Like, it's not something that I'm like, the guy in Ancient Aliens said this. Because it doesn't.
And not like you're
credible.
like, oh, I missed this part. I got to go back. You're just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And like one episode's about a Mothman, the next one's about the pyramids. But it's just
I have seen some of this. Never mind, I have seen some of this. Yeah, I'm in.
But it's really well explained. And they do have some actual experts on there sometimes. But
yeah, I listened to
the one thing that gets me. Sorry, I was going to say the one thing that gets me about the show is that they refer to the experts on the show as ancient astronaut theorists. And at least 20 times an episode, they will, like, the narrator will be like, he'll be like this. What is beyond our planet, no one really knows. But ancient astronaut theorists believe. And then it starts the conspiracy, right? So it makes them sound credible. They're like, have UFOs been crashing into this Earth since the 16th century? We may never know. But ancient astronaut theorists believe yes. You know, like that's their way.
Yeah, and the other version is like, my buddy to believe in an alien says, right? Like,
but imagine being that's your title.
That's the fancy.
I'm an ancient astronaut theorist. Oh, you're an astronaut? No. I believe in the theory of astronauts. Like a long time ago.
Exactly.
Like a long time. What does that mean? Like they're from Earth? No. Like alien astronauts. But just theory. It's just a theory. You can't. That's the one thing about theory. It's like theory.
Yeah.
You can't judge me. Just saying. I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
Can't test
theory.
Theory.
No. I didn't say it was real.
Yeah.
But ancient astronaut theory believes.
That does sound like legit too. I never noticed that because you're right. That sounds very.
Ancient astronaut theorists believe. Ancient astronaut theorists. Like, what the fuck is that? Where do you go to school for that?
Fuck, man. I think Roswell, I guess. Yeah.
Roswell.
Oh fuck, man. That's I'm coming next time. That sounds great.
I've been watching a Project Blue Book. That's on Google Plus. I had to buy the seasons on Google Plus. There's like 2 seasons.
I don't know what that
And
is.
it's based on some real shit. It's based on some real shit that happens.
Is that like that where they talk about like military sees things and that kind of,
yeah.
Okay.
You know, but it's a drama. It's like a fictional drama.
Oh!
But based on.
Oh!
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, you just sold me hard right there. I
Yeah,
love.
you got to buy both seasons. You got to buy like $16 per season or something. It's
Yeah,
pretty good.
but no, if you go on there, you can buy it and gift it to a friend. So you can just do that.
Yeah. I don't know how many friends that would buy it for me. I don't think.
No, but like but if you buy it and then you just gift it to a friend. Okay, I'll buy it, I guess. Can I borrow $16? Oh man,
Take the earnings from this podcast.
Okay, yeah, that's probably. Actually, I think we made probably $16 now.
Really?
Probably more. Actually. Yeah,
That's pretty crazy.
Probably make about $12 an episode so far. So yeah,
That's hilarious.
I'm keeping it all until we hit $10,000. Then I'm gonna give you $1. So that's how we do 10,000 one. That's
Yeah, I get 20% at least.
Oh, of course. Until it really blows up, and he's gonna really
what's
hate making
David
that.
David Dobrik and Jason Nash, they get 30-70, I think.
Really?
I think he gives 30 to Jason.
That sounds good. That sounds
But
about.
that was a running joke, anyways. But that sounds about right.
Yeah, I like that a lot. No, I'm a 50-50 guy, Chris Ramsay. After
You're
I
so
take out the
generous.
expenses, got the booze and. You ever listen to the Lore podcast? I listen to that shit all the time.
No.
Their show, I didn't like. They have a show on Prime. I didn't really get into it, but the podcast always has like a different random.
Oh, I've seen the Prime show.
Oh yeah, okay. The show is like whatever, but I love the podcast, man. Like they go into like talk about everything: werewolves, vampires, aliens.
Oh, yeah,
and
I
I'm
love
just
that
like,
stuff.
I just like this, tell me
Yeah.
more. I just can't get.
Oh,
enough
dude,
of it.
I listened to this in my car the other day. I was looking for this podcast. I was just like, wanted to hear some conspiracies. What's new out there?
Yeah.
Just for fun, because this shit makes me happy to listen to.
Yeah.
And this guy, starts talking about how his next guest has written 3 books on how Hitler worked with the reptilians during the Second World War, right? And it's really hard to get into a podcast it's really hard to get into a podcast if that's the starting point.
Yeah, they're not really walking you to the door there. They're kind of like, here we
They
go.
didn't lube me up for this. This is like the first podcast I hear is this, and you can hear the host be very critical, like, and sort of being like, so you really believe that, And the guy's like, oh, without a doubt. So here's how it happened. In 1944, Hitler met with the reptilian leader Krill on the Antarctica, and and he's like, I'm like, where the fuck? How would you know?
Yeah.
Like, how did you get this information? And how are you still alive?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
backed by nothing. That's backed
Yeah.
by nothing. Any of that reptilian shit, that's the one conspiracy theory I can barely even I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
I would love it to be some, true or have something else to it, but that's too far.
I mean, I think everything has a grain of truth in it.
Sure. It's fine.
And that grain can be very, very small. So maybe, Hitler tried to make people believe that he had the help from aliens, and that scared people because then maybe he would have technology like that.
Yeah.
Seems very plausible to me that he would fake having a UFO to terrify, the allies or whatever, right? You know what I mean?
That makes sense. Well, like we said before, like that's why that ancient alien shit's really easy to buy too, because it's so long ago. There is zero,
there's no proof. Yeah.
And then you're like, maybe.
Yeah.
That's why.
Dude, they say some interesting shit though, like
Oh,
the pyramids and all that, like the alignment of like the Palladia, the fucking star systems and shit. I don't even know, dude. I'm getting into it though.
But dude, I this is so crazy. Every time I talk to someone who's actually seen something or says they have, it's hard to refute. Like, I've been to Scotland and looked an old man in the eye and had him tell me that he saw the Loch Ness Monster. And I'm like, yeah, dude, they would have found it. It's not that big of a pond you got there,
Yeah.
But he's like, but then him talking to you, you're like, yeah, I guess he has. I'm like, because he's so certain, and you're like, I guess.
Yeah, see that's the other thing. Like me and my buddy talked about it was with Antoine, and we were saying, like, after we saw those lights, it's like, I'm never going to try and prove what it is that I saw.
Good. You lose your everything.
And that, I think, is a really important factor when hearing someone, because as someone who's seen something unexplainable, I can't explain it anyways, but as someone who's seen that, I feel like there's no, like, I mean, maybe it's just because it was so little. Maybe if I were on board a ship, I'd be much more apt to be like, dude, I was fucking on board a spaceship. I was fucking looking the gray right in the eye. You know, like that would have been maybe a different story.
Yeah.
But I feel like also going out of your way, I don't know. It's just something weird about it.
Well, like,
I feel like
you're
if
never
if
going to
you
convince anybody. You're never going to convince anybody.
Exactly. And I feel like that would create some reluctancy.
Yeah, it makes you sound crazy, which makes it even harder to believe.
And yeah, which is why I believe more people when they're reluctant. I feel like it's not a good trait to have, to be super outspoken about something.
That's true.
Even if you have a story to back it up, I feel like this is a lot of information. You're pushing this on me very abruptly and very violently. I'm going to step back and not believe anything.
Dude, take it right back to magic. How much better is it for you to, at some point in the night, something organic happens and you do a trick? You're like, oh, let me show you something.
100%. Versus
like the guy that's like, hey, I'm a magician. Let me show you a trick. And you're like,
yeah, exactly. There's something about that.
Yeah,
so like when I see the ancient, astronaut theorists talk about shit, I'm just like, you're way too in love with this.
Pushing it way too hard.
You want this to be real.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't.
Yeah.
But I'm indifferent. If it is real, it's real. If it isn't real, it isn't real. But in no way am I gonna go out of my way to prove something to you.
Yeah.
When you have the same amount of information, the access to the same amount of information I have. Like, what's the point?
No, fully agree with that.
If you really wanted to, you just get out there. What difference would it make? None.
Yeah, totally.
Zero. It would make zero difference if we knew.
Yeah.
If we knew. Okay, we're telling you, we've met an alien. I've met an alien, and I looked him dead in the eyes. And what does that change? Nothing. Even 1 million people watch this. Won't change a thing.
Right, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, why try and convince someone of it? What good does that do?
No, 100%, man. I agree. That's why. But I really want. I need it for me. I'm willing. I'm like.
That's where it lives, though. For me,
Yeah.
I was like, dude, that is the best feeling. And again, probably not even like real.
Yeah.
Like probably fucking satellite or something explainable. Somebody in the comments would be like, oh, it's fucking there. That's the ISS or whatever.
Yeah.
But for me, in that moment, just with everything leading up, was like that feeling. I still remember it. It's a cool feeling.
Fucking love that, man. So good.
Should we dildo race it up?
Yeah, we should probably do the vibrators instead of the dildos today. Yeah. We have time? Or we have enough time, or should we restart real quick?
We can restart the card real quick.
Real quick. Do a vibrator race. Yeah, that's why we all came here.
Vibrator race.
And then we'll do a little true truth one line. We'll call it a day. All right, Chris. As per usual, you got to call the game. So the winners of last time. Chris and I did not go to Disneyland to ride one ride. That did not happen.
Yet.
Yeah, yet. Oh, yeah. We are going to do this, but it didn't happen yet. So, Falsified and Amir Khan, you both got that the quickest. Nicely done. Falsified, this is your second time. You won already once, so here's your second time. So, I'm going to put it like this. Whatever comes out of the gate, Falsified, you're going to take the top, and Amir's going to take the bottom. That's what's going to happen. All right. So, Chris, I give you a fucking vibrator race.
Nice.
Can you see that okay?
All right. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right, so Falsified's going to be first out the gate, right?
Well, he's going to be on top. Whatever one's on top.
All right,
And
gotcha.
Amir's going to be the bottom. Here we go.
All right, go.
Anything happen?
And nothing yet.
Okay, I got to put my mouse over the thing. All right, false alarm. Mario Kart soundtrack for the 3, 2, 1, and
go. Oh my God, Falsified is just behind the pink line right for his name, Amir, going head to head with Falsified. Absolutely head to head. Falsified is stuck on the sidelines, but he's making a quick comeback, and Amir's taking a slight left. I can't even see his name. Oh my God. Amir.
Was it Amir?
Amir took it right at the end, but it was a neck and neck.
Did I drift a little bit to the side? Sorry.
No, it was a neck and neck.
Oh shit, it was. Whoa, damn. Whoo, Amir pulling it out at the end. Falsified. Sorry, buddy. Better luck next time. That was good shit. I like that. Oh man, those vibrator races, they get me every time. That one was pretty straightforward, but it was a little trading back and forth. Not too bad. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming out. We're doing 2 Truths, 1 Lie for next week. If I can speak, we got to do these earlier in the day. I've been drinking too much already. But 2 Truths, 1 Lie. Let's see here. I can do them about my wife. About getting I'll do them about my wife. Sound good, Chris? You listen to this? All right.
I mean, yeah. I don't. What are you looking at me for?
No, I don't know. Just is it okay? Is it okay?
Like, I don't know
why I'm talking
anything
to you.
about Kristen.
I don't know why you're talking to you. All right. So.
Well. Okay.
Why are you even here?
About Wes's wife. Here, hold on.
Her favorite position is no, we're not doing that. Okay. Let's see here.
Wait, say it at the same time. Count 3. 1, 2.
Reverse
3.
cowgirl.
Oh shit. Okay.
No.
That's good to know.
You son of a bitch. I don't even know that. Ukrainian spine cruncher was the only one we ever do. So.
Oh, the hucklebuckle.
Yeah, you know it. Okay, Alaskan pipeline. You ever try that one?
No.
You got to freeze some
Turn
shit.
me on though, Wes. Jesus Christ, get some more beers in me.
All right. Yeah, well, that's your own fault. We're cutting this short because Chris has to go yet again. He's letting you down. I don't know. Blame him. Go spam his channel. Yeah, no, don't do that. What am I gonna do? I'm just stalling for time, trying to think of things to say. I might cut this. Who knows? Okay, here we go. Okay. Kristen was engaged before me. Kristen bought a wedding dress 2 years before I proposed to her, and Kristen and I tried dating, and she broke up with me, and we tried again 3 years later. ABC, what do you think? Let me know.
Ooh, those are good.
Yeah, that's why I stalled for time, so I could think of some stuff. Okay.
Those are good.
2 truths, 1 lie.
Okay.
All right, see you next week, team. Thank you very much.
All right, team. We're supposed to give you an extra long one this week too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Next week.
I think
this
so.
is not a super short
No, this
one.
wasn't
We're
that
fine.
short, but like I like the ones that are like 45 to an hour are my favorite because
I feel like we should start getting ad reads on here. What the fuck are you doing, man?
well,
Get
I
some
don't
ad
even
reads
know
on
how
here.
to, Chris. I don't even know what I'm doing. I barely
Let's
got
just
this on
randomly-
iTunes. Just
You know what? Let's randomly read an ad next month and then hope the sponsor sees it.
I'm in. Oh, also falsified because you're second and second's better than first. DM 421 Brewhouse and then they'll send you some coffee in the bio. Link description bio. What do they call it here? It doesn't matter.
Description.
You figure it out. Thanks, guys. Take care. See you next week. Thanks for coming to Bob, I guess.
Peace.
Doesn't know how